on Not Just Verses, let's talk about these episodes from Magics to Davido to Sheyi Vibes and all. What stood out? Which of these particular episodes actually stood out? Maybe a story behind some of these things that stood out for you. Maybe one or two.
Well, to be honest, none of them were really like, okay. I think it's more of probably just observing the difference between, because these people are humans as well.
Yes.
And we tend to forget that they are humans and they are similar as every other person that you can find on it. For example, King Madi, I had no idea she was really, really religious, really Christian, you understand? And before we started, she made sure she prayed. You understand? Yeah, she prayed.
Interesting, fantastic.
She prayed. And before leaving, she hugged everyone.
Okay.
She said, I'm a hugger, and she hugged everyone.
Spiritual and conscious.
You understand? So, then who else?
King Maggie, come and hug me.
Who else? I think I'm very surprised with how funny Rick Azani is. Bro.
Rick Azani?
We've never released the videos.
But till then, don't worry.
Yeah. But we're releasing.
We are eager to watch. I like to see.
We should release this video on Monday.
If you follow Rick Azani on Twitter, you might know he's funny. Actually.
Like, it was so interesting to see how like funny it was, and the whole breakdown was just like going smoothly, and I really enjoyed it. We all know Fowls is funny.
But God. Funny is an understatement.
We all know Fowls is
funny.
And
it's so funny that he's even laughing at what he says after he says it too.
And I think I already mentioned the video one. Like, we shot that video past nearly 12 in the night. That's when we shot that video.
Wow.
Yeah.
Things we do for projects.
Yeah,
12?
12, yeah. So we're to set up there by 5, 6. We shot his artist, Mighty Youth. We just released the video today. We shot his artist, Mighty Youth. We did one for him. Then when I had to wait for him, he said he was going to get in around 8, 9, you understand? And he got in around 11, 10-ish.
Lagos traffic.
Probably. Yeah, exactly.
You can't find your private jet within Lagos.
So we did that, and honestly, it was nice. I think which other ones? Yeah, Fave was nice. A breakdown was good. The ones that have really done well, that's the videos that have done well. I think Magics, Joe Boy did well, King Madi did well.
How come I'm not seeing Joe Boy's one? I'm gonna look out for it.
Yeah. Chella.
Yeah.
That was really surprising for me because the Chella thing happened in like a couple days. Like, someone just told me, this guy's song is pop, I was like, okay,
that's My Darling.
That's the My Darling song. I was like, okay now. And I knew that my guy was one that does engineering, like sound engineering for Chella, because he used to post him. So I like reached out to him. I was like, what's up? Alpha, can Chella come Not Just Verses? I know well, and I make he reach out to them. The next day, they came for the shoot, we shot it, and I think the week after I released the video. And that video did really well. Even came back again after he released the remix with, what's his name? Diamond Platinums.
Yeah. Okay.
So that even came back again. So Chella did really well. Barry J did really well.
So what's the selection process for artists coming on Not Just Verses?
Okay, so at the moment we just started the page, that's the NotJustOk Originals page this year, you understand, that channel. So we're trying to make sure that we don't just dump any video or this and that. We're trying to like make sure we build that page to a certain extent, you understand, so that even people when they come say they want the on top of the page, they're gonna say there's value to be offered, you understand. So right now we are still building on that value, you understand, with because obviously we have the NotJustOk brand already. That's a brand on its own. Millions of followers. Of course, you understand? So we use that.
Yeah, OGs. I just said it now. Jezzies don't know. They don't know what
this thing is like a round circle moment.
You are because you are in 200 level. You are in a party. And DJ plays exclusive from NotJustOk.com. The place goes bananas. Because you know it's a banger.
They don't know about it.
If your song is being featured on NotJustOk, you have blown.
That year,
you are blown.
That year on my BlackBerry, every middle of the night, I'm on NotJustOk. Just scrolling.
Yes.
Scrolling, looking for. If I see this one, download. See this one, download. See this one, download. And I'll put everything on playlist. If I'm going to school the next day.
Oh God.
Start listening.
It was angelic in my ears. I remember the day this song came out, Pullover by Wizkid. So I was home on holidays from school. I was washing outside my house. And then I had the radio on. I just said, exclusive from NotJustOk. My head got gleamed in and I heard, I was like, okay. And I heard Wizkid featuring Casey. And then, back, baby, I pull over. And I was like, okay. So if you wanted to hear the freshest music, the ones that made the waves, it was NotJustOk. They were the head and true leaders of this sites at this particular time before, everything evolved. And then you guys evolved too to things like this.
So for now, we're just doing the established artists and songs that are kind of like trending.
Yes,
if your song is kind of like trending or has some kind of cloud, then we'll do that, you understand? But we're not really taking the, it's not like, I don't want to
I get it. Yes, I get
call them any name, you understand?
It has to be something that is already around. Because if you are interviewing somebody about his lyrics, it has to be songs that people have heard before. So that when you hear the interview, you're like, oh, that's what you meant. But it's something that's not really gone out here. Well, you can't just read our name and be like, which song is that? Go check the song. And then you now hear the first 3 seconds and you hear beats. You put it up and say.
Another interesting artist that we did recently was Kanika Kapoor.
Okay.
An Indian artist.
Kanika
Kapoor.
Okay, this is Karina Kapoor, I know. The actress, I know.
She
Indian.
Yeah, Indian. She's trying to like go into like Afro beats and stuff. So she has a song with Lade and Alpha
Wow, I will check her out.
So yeah.
Lade as in Molade, that sang adulthood anthem.
Yeah. So she came on and she was really, really nice. She was very professional.
I look forward to that coming out.
No, it's out.
It's out already.
It's out already.
Oh, okay, I'll go and check it out. Do you know that the Not Just Verses reminds me of a particular movement that got my head swelling when at the point where I realized what Afrobeat was doing. And that was when, after Wizkid had released the song Come Closer.
Yeah.
And, before that, One Dance, and Wizkid was featured. On Vanity Fair, they had artists, movie stars sit down together and then break down the lyrics one by one. You now heard the real part of Wizkid's parts coming in, and people were talking about lyrics and they were just talking about it. And they were like, back up on one girl. My head swole because I was like, okay, yes, Afrobeat to the wall. People are talking about our lyrics and stuff. So seeing this happen too is like, I think it removes a layer. Not just Versus removes a layer from the artist. It removes the artist's face away, and then you see the person. It removes the mask of Davido, and then you see David.
Another thing which I also tell the artists is when it comes to Not Just Versus, you're not just thinking of your Nigerian audience. You're thinking of your global audience, because when it comes to Afrobeat, sometimes you're singing in Yoruba, you're singing in Pidgin. You have to explain all of these things. You understand? So those things the audience has to understand those things. And if someone that is maybe in the US that likes a song like Davido With You doesn't know what Diarabanko means, or the one that you say you like, what's the one that you say you like again, part of the song?
Sweet Fanta
Diallo. Exactly. You won't understand all those things, what all those things mean. But once you once he knows where to go to get the meaning of those things, then it's all good.
Okay, it feels a bit unusual that I normally refer to Joe Yakan a lot and things he says. Okay. And that's because I listen to him a lot and he's very intelligent. And I know he's somebody that loves African music a lot. Now, he said something that the reason why we are not growing in Afrobeat, where breakout artists are not coming up. I'm not just talking about artists that will sing a song and you trend. You as an artist, you will break out and do good things. It's because we are erring on the side of caution. We are only doing songs that we know would get good markets. We are no more being original. We are not experimenting with our talents. We are not coming out there to be unique. We just follow status quo. What do you think about that? Please speak freely. You can't
I might disagree on the fact that we don't experiment. I think this era we experiment a lot of a lot of artists are experimenting, and we can say because maybe they want to appeal to the global audience or whatnot, but there's still elements of Afrobeats in it, so you can't say it's not right or anything. And if they are American artists that are coming to come and take from our Afrobeats, there's nothing that says we cannot experiment and take from other cultures as well. You understand? And put in our music. So for me, I think we experiment, but I think at the core of it, we still keep our identity. But the reason why, I would say probably, because I don't like giving my opinions as facts.
Of course not.
Yeah. I would say probably the reason why Afrobeats to the world what's it called movement has a bit slowed down is as Nigerians, we don't want to collaborate.
Expand a bit.
Okay. Let's take the big three, for example. The big three come together and put up a single show.
Bananas.
In the US.
Crazy. Insane. I can't even imagine the numbers.
And now let's now leave the big three out and let's focus on the others. Because everybody wants to do their own concert. Everybody wants to do their own tour. Single tour, solo tour by themselves. But what will it take, let's say someone like Sheyi Vibes, Rema, Ashake, come together, do a show together?
Imagine an African-based Coachella where you have the best of the best.
That's why Afro Nation is really big. Yeah. Because they do that.
Yes.
Afro Nation, but that's Afro Nation, you understand?
But what will it take for our artists to set their ego aside and unite? Because I think, they
have to stop being Africans.
But listen, proverbs are proverbs for a reason.
Yeah.
Because they've been proven over time.
Yeah.
So when you say united we stand, divided we fall, there's a reason why people say that.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a broomstick cannot sweep a floor.
Definitely.
Until it's come together as a bunch. So if you want to grow African music, there has to be a form of unity. You can still find, that's why they say there's unity in diversity. You can still be diverse, but still have unified stuff.
Yeah.
Reminisce can have his own audience. Sheyi Vibe can have his own audience. John Drew can have his own audience, but they can still come together and do projects together. Look at the success of some particular projects that have been bizarre. You had this guy, who did Rick Asani sing BC with? Was this Latin? I'm trying to remember who he sang BC with. Because BC...
Let's go. Aside from that, even on his new project, he had a song with Portable.
But look at it. You can put him on Portable.
Yeah.
See Chike and Mohbad.
Yeah.
Can you see the work coming together?
Exactly.
And the sound was always good. Look at Portable and then Big Smoke. See Tony Montana. Tony Montana was a rave.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that we can be diverse. But when it's time to unify, to make a project or to make a statement of how Afrobeat is something, how it is a powerhouse, we need to do it. But as long as everybody's fighting with somebody's fighting with this, we are carrying bills, we are competing with cars, we are competing with women, it's never going to... And that's the black man. Black man mentality. Why?
It's just...
What is sue me? Because...
It's just one of those things.
I'm not a 30 BG. I am not an FC. I'm not an outsider. I am a lover of Afrobeats. While, of course, I'll have some preferences that are higher than the others, I love them all. When Burna drops a banger, I'm vibing the whole album. I still play Twice as Tall as often as possible when I put it on repeat. Same thing with A Better Time. That's my favorite video. Sorry, Timeless. Timeless is my favorite. I can play it over and over again. Yeah. That's what we want, good music. So if you come together and you do good music over and over and over again, who is going to care?
Nobody.
You are going to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
So what will cost you to put egos aside and get this thing
I'll say probably the best concert I've ever attended in this country was the 30 Billion concert.
Oh.
That concert, if you were there that day, the kind of vibes. Because I think days before that concert was Wizkid's own concert and Davido had appeared. So everybody was expecting that Wizkid would appear on Davido's. I had a VIP ticket, but I did not get a seat. You know how crazy that is? When you get VIP ticket, but when you don't see where to sit down.
You go miss everybody. Everybody come up. Imagine the bananas that the crowd went when Davido came in. When Davido came into Wizkid's show. When everybody went crazy.
And that's Davido. Listen, that happened at that Davido show. It's not just Wizkid coming out. Davido brought out more hits. Yeah. Back in that same concert.
And you could see.
I was blown. So that was like, so to me, I feel like a lot of those things are missing. And I kind of understand because I work in industry. I know that trying to put all those moving pieces together is very, very stressful.
True.
Because I was saying it now recently about getting Davido was so hard. You understand?
Yes.
Now imagine trying to get the
all
three
of
of them together in the
together.
same place at once.
I get it. It makes a lot of sense. Maybe that could be a more understandable barrier.
You understand?
But if the minds are there, for example, we have a show coming in December, right? And the day I've been prompted that, boys, please keep 25th open. Let's do it for Africa. Let's do it for money. Let's do it for this. And know that, okay, that my 25th is on. It might have taken you 3 weeks to get him to hear that there's a show in December. It might have taken you 1 month to get the other person. But they all know it's coming up in...
To me, if you want to plan something like that, you might have to plan 5 years in advance.
That's you got to answer.
Whatever it takes, to be honest.
That's what we are
Whatever
seeing.
it takes.
That's what we are seeing. That's the difficulty which we are seeing. It has to be easier, or they have to be more willing to get this thing done because it will benefit them in the long run. A lot of artists that have blown through collaborations, look at them. I'll give you examples. Able God was not Zlatan's song. It was not Chikwekun, right? But guess who milked it the most? Before that, we have it. Next thing, it was on Killing Them.
Yeah.
You could see. So, I mean, all these things, these are nuances that play well into our industry. It makes us bigger. This was what Europe saw that made them want to come. If they saw that this place was disunited or Afrobeat was a disunited front, they won't come here. They came here for our music. And we all do it because we all speak the language. Do you understand? Yeah. So the stronger we are, I think. I mean, that's
I would say over everything, Sha. I think we should, even though I think we should still give our our artists, basically people working in industry, some props because it's not been easy. This Afrobeat to do what you remember back then, we're not really doing it how it should be done. You understand? A lot of people are just doing things by vibes. You get. There are times when people will take beats from foreign songs and do their own song.
Yeah.
There are some particular people they are guilty of this particular thing I'm talking about. They were guilty of it for years, but people still feel the songs. But as the industry was evolving, growing to a certain level. Now everybody has to start doing things the right way. You have to clear your samples. You have to do this. You have to do that. It adds an extra layer of difficulty to it, but it has to be done. You understand? But we're not used to it. Like everybody is just learning. All of us, we are still learning on the fly. You understand? Even the people that you feel like know it all, nobody knows it all. You understand? So the industry is still, to me, is still like trying to get a handle on a lot of things. You understand? And I hope we do get there. And I hope our industry, especially in Nigeria, does better, grows better. Because Lona is doing it right now, but I feel like a lot more artists should be doing nationwide tours. But I understand the security issue and all that.
There's so many, You can't see one thing with tours. I don't even blame artists.
Yeah.
Or there's so many intangibles with tours. And that makes it not really worth it to do it yet. Maybe if you get to a place where it's doable, why not? I'm sure they'll gladly do it because it's easier. They know the terrain very well. Do you understand? And it will make them good money when it's worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you understand? So on the final notes here, I want to just drop a sprinkle of law stuff into this.
Okay.
And it's based on the fact that the power that lyrics hold.
Okay.
Do you know there was a time when Fino came out and there was Alobam.
Yeah.
You were seeing T-shirts with Alobam everywhere, sweatshirts, T-shirts, even varsity jackets having Alobam, right?
Merch.
And that's the power of lyrics. But the underlying message behind it is the legal factor behind what you're doing. For example, now you are a designer, right? And then you see the Alobam thing trending and you begin to print specialized shirts with Alobam all over. And then suddenly you get to knock on your door, hello, and they confiscate a lot of things. Or they serve you with court papers, right? And they tell you that you've used a brand name that doesn't belong to you, and then you're sued for millions of naira. And then you wonder how did it happen? People need to understand that there's some special words by artists, words that are attached to an artist's image or brand or moral rights. They carry weight, particularly if this artist has trademarked these things. Do you understand? If they go on a trademark Alobam, you then you now start doing marketing all these things and selling shirts and selling t-shirts.
That's actually the main part, because when it comes to artists, it's really an artist that knows what he's doing. He has probably trademarked it. You understand? And this is where artists also make money from merch. Yes. That's a big part of artists making money. You understand? Yes. So when you're taking money from them, they will come for you.
They'll come for you. I mean,
and if you're like I said, if an artist that knows what he's doing, he has probably trademarked it. So you're in big trouble.
Okay. In 2014, we had Wizkid having the partnership with Nike on Starboy, where they were releasing Starboy jerseys, and that thing went far. The next thing he signed again with Puma. You had artists getting deals with people based on phrases, name tags, brands. You understand? So that's where I think the lyrics started. Do you know Gala had their first ambassador in Nigeria in Harry songs? Why? Share the Gala, share the book. You understand? And putting that stuff in his song got him an endorsement deal with Gala because he talks about Gala and all. So some how I put it, behind the scenes effects your lyrics can have are still there. So while people still prioritize, they like the vibes and all, there's a far level of places that lyrics can get you to in a particular song and all. So I mean that's why I think I resonate with you a lot with the vibes and values of lyrics in the industry. So a final question is a bit tricky because where do you think NotJustOk and Not Just Verses draw the line between journalism and PR?
Okay. Can you explain?
Okay. Like we are doing something for a narrative. We are painting a picture to put attention on ourselves.
Yeah, I think I get your point. That's something that I've always since I've started this Not Just Verses, I've faced it a bit from artists, managers, and their team, basically. Just like, okay, so a particular artist, when we were about to release his video, the manager was saying that they have to see the video before, and I don't work like that. So I was telling him, nah, you will see it when it comes out. But he spoke to me and he was like, previous what's it called, podcasts or things that they've gone to, and when it came out, they edited it in a way that I was like, okay, I understand. And I had my editor do like a rough draft, sent to him, watched it was fine. But I'm not doing it to everybody, just saying.
You shouldn't now.
Yeah, I shouldn't. That's what I'm saying. I shouldn't have to do it for everybody, you understand?
Because when we came out, we had a talk. Nobody made you say what you said.
Exactly. It
has to be original, so why would we go
that's why I always like when the manager is there. Or someone from the team is there on
so that he's waking at you that don't say this.
And there are times when like Boy Spice, I asked him a question and he was like, he doesn't want to answer it.
Which is fine.
That's fine. You understand? What's his name? Lil Kesh. I asked him a particular question. It was a kind of it was a very personal question, you understand, that I asked him, and he answered it in a way, very short answer, but they still sent an email like, we don't want that.
You knew that, okay, it was something you didn't want
to do exactly. And they sent an email like, oh, we don't want this in the video. I was like, okay, fine. I told the editor, remove it. You understand? So I always like when, because this thing is a responsibility of everyone, you understand, to ensure that this thing comes out well. Not just my responsibility, because as I am, my duty is to NotJustOk, and it's to the brand. It's about getting the rights, getting as much as we can out of the interviews. You understand? Yes. So if you tell me something on the interview, I'm not going to tell you.
I don't want you to remove it.
Exactly.
You said it already.
If you tell me that we don't want this, then fine. If it's something that I understand, we're all human. You understand? I know. You get, and it's what I tell all the artist managers and this thing that are coming on. I don't do shady edits or clickbait or anything. Yeah. Whatever you say is how it's going to come out. You understand? If you don't like it, you should have not
avoided saying
exactly.
It. I mean, it was like that because I've had one or two artists on my podcast at this point already, and then I was asking a particular question, and we told that question, and I could see that he was trying to avoid it and all. So when we finished, I was first upset, but we finished the whole thing. He said, "Bro, please, I beg. Okobalize me. I don't want to talk about this because it go feel affect me. Mike, I just started my career, making no spoil. And I understood perfectly. I said, oh, I get it. It's fine. Now, taking us to this point, you are not a musician, okay? So I'm going to ask you this question. I'm going to answer. I am going to answer. Yes. Give me your top 5. Give me your top 5 of all time musicians.
Of all time.
Yes.
I was talking Nigeria, no?
Nigerian.
Yes. I just put him in a top spot.
Yes.
Go for just go this to make I give you everything. But
okay. You're more.
No. Obviously, okay. I'm into with everything. You understand?
Okay.
I'm into with everything.
It's too wide in scope. Nigeria already is wide enough, so let's keep it at Nigeria.
All time.
Yes.
And number 1 is Burna Boy.
Okay.
That's my number 1.
That's your goat.
That's my goat.
Okay.
My number 2, man, I'm trying to make sure I don't forget anybody. My number 2 would be Two-Face. That man is a writer.
Oh, I know. Trust me.
That man is a writer.
He is. I know.
Yeah. My number 3. Olamide.
Okay.
There was a point in my life that it was just Olamide, bro.
Everybody.
It was just Olamide.
2014, 2015. Everybody.
And you know that thing we're talking about, NotJustOk, yes. Too exclusive, going on download. That year, every week.
I was dropping freestyles.
Every week, Olamide, he go feed boys.
Yes, now. You understand? From Stupid Love to Bado Love to Reban Abacha.
So many songs will be saying, some songs have not even there on this thing again, on DSP.
Yes. Voice of the Streets. Different songs like that. Yeah. Okay.
Wizkid.
Okay.
Because just for the impact when it came on. That impact alone was just mad. Then 5. I want to put a female to balance it up. But I mean, Davido is still there. Davido is still like. I'll never forget first time I watched Damiduro video.
Nobody will accuse you of misogyny if you put only guys. You can put only guys if you want. Nobody's going to accuse you of misogyny.
I'll never forget it. Like, it was... that's one thing that I like about when artists come out and they show that there's something... You know that there's something different. But at the time when the video came out, everybody was doing their grass to grey stories. Bro, the video came out with Damiduro video, and in the beginning of the clip, it was like... Come on for you, my friend.
Yeah, take your money.
You understand?
He said, "Emi,
exactly.
I'm not coming with any broke
video. You get.
Look at the song is like Meyoko. When Meyoko said that I come from the ghetto, he said, "I'm not from the ghetto." You get. Don't you understand?
You see, that kind of this. It was different, but it was something that was new, something that was interesting, and we get. So, I think with with Wizkid and Davido, the two of them came in different ways, but they made their presence known. You understand? Burna Boy was different. Not that he didn't make his presence known, but it was someone that everybody knew was doing good music. You understand? Yes. And right from the days of Like to Party, he has been doing good music. You understand? And it was just a matter of time before it was going to
come out. Yes,
you
could see it in there.
Yeah.
So those are your top 5. Davido rounds it up.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Do you know what my goat is? Terry G. See, are you think I'm joking? I think I'm joking.
So, well, no. That period was.
I terrorized my family with Terry G music. Saturday morning, they're hearing Terry G. Till today, my sister still has PTSD. When she comes and she hears Change Am in the morning. On my birthday, one time, my friends carried belts in my university to beat me. They said, "We'll not beat you on one condition. We are going to choose a particular any song. They will play you any song. If you missed any lyric, we are beating you." I said, "Good, play Free Madness." They were shocked. They said, "Are you sure? We'll go flog you." I said, "Put it there, play it." I sang every word, including the mumbo jumbo, the gibberish. I sang everything. I don't play with Terry G. Like I love alternative music. I love Johnny Drill. I love Ed Sheeran. I love this kind of music. But for Terry G, I don't know what was about him. Maybe because he could play on instruments and he was actually talented, but chose that way of music. But Terry G,
that's the funny thing. Terry G before that Free Modest era, I knew Terry G as was doing R&B stuff.
Yeah.
He had a song with an artist called A Girl Called Chemistry. I remember that because we used to play on Music Africa back then.
Yes.
We used to play that music all the time. Then when he now started coming out with that Free Modest, I was like, from where to where?
His voice was amazing.
I was like, from where to where?
So that was what got me. You will hear Change Jam. So, you will hear Free. He wasn't shy about. And look at it. Everybody featured him. From Timaya to Durella to the Bigs, they featured Terry G on their music because they know it's a slap.
So on my list, yeah, honorable mention. Let me just do honorable mention. Banky W. Because I feel like he revolutionized R&B in Nigeria, and he did it in a way that people had to take notice because he picked a song that everybody was crazy about at the time in Umbrella. And now we did it. Ebute Meta, you understand? But the thing about what a lot of artists don't really understand these days is that you have to capitalize on that why it is hot. And he did capitalize on it. Yes. You understand? Yes. By getting Strong Thing.
Oh, Strong Thing, that was an anthem then too. The anthem.
And for me, I'm sad that he stopped doing music and went into politics. Yeah. I feel like
not just politics though. It's in the movie.
Oh yeah, sure.
It's in the movie space too.
Sure.
He's one of the most foremost thinkers in the industry.
Yeah.
He hadn't done much with music when he founded E.M.L. He had already seen the future of music business, record labels, and he got one. And look at how he has till today. He's going to reap the rewards of E.M.L.
I'm telling you. Another honorable mention is E.M.I.
Oh, the goat of rap music.
I'll never forget when my friend put me on Anoti. Anoti, I can sing that song from the beginning to the end, bro. Yes. And my final honorable mention goes to Tiwa Savage.
Okay.
Yeah, because Tiwa Savage is someone that's faced a lot of...
She has been
a lot of disrespect in this industry.
Yes.
Which a lot of them, I feel, is not even... but over little things that are not her fault. And but to me, she changed the idea of what a Nigerian
female artist
should be like. And some people might say maybe she started doing all the sexy thing and sports corrupted their this thing. But I feel like she came out in a way that people had to stand up and take notice of her, you understand? And all those things later paid off in the wrong one. And to me, I feel like to me, if you want to get a female artist on your song as a featured artist, she has the track record.
Yes.
And on songs that you won't even expect. Look at Codeine Diet.
Yes.
Codeine Diet that year. Hey!
Who's your guy?
Exactly.
Who's your guy?
Patoranking. She gave Kiss Daniel. She gave all of them, bro.
I mean, and look at it. She really had to adapt.
Yeah.
Tiwa Savage had to adapt.
Yeah.
She came in from outside the country with a foreign mentality. She had to, look, if you hear her songs, you know in the beginning.
Yeah.
From Kele Kele Love to Love Me, Love Me, Love Me, Love Me. I know. You could see that this woman, her lyrics were deep.
Yeah.
And very non-Nigerian, let me put it that way. So she had to blend into she had to spend time learning the Afrobeat system, blend into it, and then come out to be a person who can get featured in all these songs. Look at Gelio. Look at the way she came in all these songs and everything. So, and the things that have bothered Tiwa Savage have been non-music.
Yeah.
Music-wise, she stood on business.
Music-wise, she stood on it, yeah.
So, I think she's one of the examples of how you can separate the artist from the person.
Yeah.
So, if you separate the artist from the person, Tiwa Savage is up there. Yeah. She's up there. The consistency, she's been there since 2012.
If people talk about separating the artist from the person, I don't think Tiwa Savage, she's not a bad person.
She's not a bad person.
We don't even need to separate the artist.
Because
exactly. We don't even need to separate. In this case, it's not like a Burna Boy. Even though I love Burna Boy, you understand, but we know that it's very controversial, you understand. Yes, so then in that case, we can say, okay, let's separate the artist from the...
to be ignored.
Geniuses are the maddest people you ever find.
Look at Kanye West.
I had a lecturer that was a genius, bro. If they see him for school that time, you just be like, you go to say
nah, Chris, and yet
you understand.
Wow, this has been a lovely episode. I've enjoyed it because we've gone above and beyond things we're supposed to talk about.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's what happens when people who understand the value of music and value of music is to us and OG people who don't just have, short-term memories of good music. Get to talk. So I enjoyed this a lot. Thank you for coming on to the E.M.L.
Thank you so much for having me.
I appreciate your presence here today. So that wraps up another episode of the E.M.L. Pod, the place where the entertainers meet the law. We've had Mide Michael in the house and we've spoken about the value of lyrics in the Nigerian music industry. Stay tuned for more episodes as it comes. So please subscribe, share and like our videos for more to come. Have a lovely day. Thank you very much. Bye.